All right, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law, and we are going to begin with our expedited accusation calendar. This is a first appearance calendar for individuals who were recently arrested and charged with one or more misdemeanor offenses. Soon after being booked in at the Fulton County Jail, their cases have now been formally accused by the prosecutor, who is the Solicitor General of Fulton County. When I address each case, if the defendant will please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. When I address your case, I will let you know what is your case number, the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel where necessary, also to set a bond. Your bond could either be a release signature bond where you won't have to pay today, but you will have to comply with certain conditions. Failure to comply can result in your signature bond being revoked. Otherwise, you could qualify for what we call a surety bond or a cash bond. And in that particular case, you would have to pay for your bond either out of your own pocket or through a bonding company. For those individuals who are unable to make bond or who are still in jail because of other holds, your next court date is going to be August 14th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Again, your next court date is going to be August 14th at 9 a.m. And that will also be a virtual proceeding. So if anyone plans to attend, please make sure you obtain your Zoom link from the clerk's office. Now, the individuals that should have their video on is the courtroom and the attorneys who represent the defendants or courthouse staff if they wish to have their video on. If you are a family member, an alleged victim, a friend in support, or a witness, please switch your video off until we address your case. Switch your video off until we address your case. Thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
We have a position. I'm sorry, ACDC. We got to get this one out the way. I'm sorry. We got position number 18, Mr. Mercer.
Okay. This is State versus Stacy Durante Mercer, accused of criminal trespass and 2 counts of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Mr. Mercer's case is 25 CR 4356D. You have been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Mr. Howard, any priors?
Hold on.
I'm sorry, could you please repeat?
Hold on.
Okay.
I got a 2014 act assault conviction, 2012 shoplifting conviction.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scirocco, yes, sir.
Yes, Judge, can you hear me? It says my connection's unstable, so I might have to fix that soon.
Okay, but I can hear you right now.
Great. Okay. We have spoken with the victim on this case. She is the sister of the defendant. She explained that she allowed him to stay with her for a while because he had nowhere to go. And she explained that she wants the defendant to stay away from her, given the way the defendant was behaving, irate, yelling, cursing, and refusing to leave. Wants him to stay away from her and from the residents. We would ask that the court sound for the victim when appropriate. State's recommendation is a signature bond through pretrial services, no further contact with Jasmine Griffin, social worker visit for BHET, stay away from the apartment complex located at 3200 Lakeview Place in East Point, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is all for the state.
Thank you. Jasmine Griffin, if you're on Zoom, this is your moment to start your video and unmute. Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, what was the exact address again on that stay away?
3200 Lakeview Place in East Point. The entire complex, I believe the unit is 323.
Your Honor, I have no objection to the signature bond. I believe my client can understand staying away from 3200 Lakeview Place entirely and having no contact whatsoever with his sister. Is that correct, Mr. Mercer? You understand the conditions under which the state is recommending something to the court? The court has not yet decided, but if the court accepts the joint recommendation of both sides, you're promising to stay away from 3200 Lakeview Place, and you're promising not to even try to call or discuss your sister on social media. Do you understand?
Mr. Mercer, this is your moment where you respond to your attorney.
This is your chance to get out of jail if you will do these things. Can you do them?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. We would join the state in that request, Your Honor.
On count 1, criminal trespass is going to be 1,500. Counts 2 and 3 is going to be 500 each. Total bond is going to be 2,500. Signature bond through pretrial services. Within a week, within 7 days of being released on his signature bond, he will make sure that he updates the clerk's office with a good mailing address, and it cannot be 3200 Lakeview Place, apartment 323. He's required to stay 200 yards away from the entire apartment complex, including Unit 323 in East Point, Georgia, and have no contact with Jasmine Griffin. No illegal drugs, no weapons, and no firearms. Mr. Mercer, do you have any personal belongings that you need to retrieve from the apartment?
No.
Okay, then from this point onwards, do not return to that location. If you go back to that location and you're arrested again, please be sure to bring $2,500 with you, because that's how much it's going to cost you to bond out the next time. Your next court date will be sent to your new mailing address, so make sure we have it. If you don't show up, well, we'll have to have you arrested again. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Judge Law. This is going to be position number 23, Ms. Robinson.
All right, good afternoon. 23.
Your Honor, this is a special, I'm sorry I didn't get on chat just now. I reached Ms. Robinson's parents in Mobile, Alabama. I hope one or both are on Zoom. This would be a request for a confidential breakout session to discuss MH issues.
All right. Can you sound out for the parents?
Aaron Robinson's father, are you there? I gave him the link, but if
right.
he's not on, we're ready for a breakout or go off stream either way. But I think ACDC has some needs where they need to take care of this quickly.
Aaron Robinson is accused of a PI misdemeanor offense from July 20th, 2025, case number 25CR4348F. Mr. Aaron Robinson, my name is Judge Law. I'd like to remind you that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney, and Mr. Michael McLean will be representing you. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
14, 2025 trespass conviction. 2017 couple of disorderly conducts. Terrorist threats. A resident of Mobile, Alabama.
Thank you. Miss Grace, is it Miss Grace hosting? Could you place Mr. Scaraco, Mr. McLean, myself in a breakout, please?
Yes.
Francois will be with you very shortly.
Your Honor, I would like to join as well, since this might be a issue for the 11 o'clock calendar.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Here we go.
All right, returning to the case of Aaron Robinson, is there anyone who has joined the Zoom who would like to be heard on Aaron Robinson's case? Is Mr. McLean back with us by any chance? Mr. McLean, are you back? Miss Grace, is Mr. McLean in the breakout room?
Yes, ma'am, I just closed it out.
All right, Mr. McLean's back. For Aaron Robinson, the bond is going to remain the same as the original electronic warrant, which is $1,500 surety bond. No further contact with Ben Guile. Stay away from all Marta property and to be compliant with all MH treatment and medication. No illegal drugs, alcohol, and no weapons. Next court date is going to be August 7th, excuse me. Francois, that's going to be August 7th at 11 a.m. with a social worker visit. Thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Positions 3 and 4, Mr. Baker.
Jason Baker is accused of simple assault family violence from May 2nd, 2025 under accusation 25 CR 4351F. He's got a second case stemming from a April 19th, 2025 incident under case 25 CR 4352F. And in that case, the charges are battery family violence and simple battery family violence. Mr. Baker, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker. Any prize?
8 on probation for stalking. You seen the case number or you want it?
I want it, please.
24 CR 007 443F. On probation for terrorist threats. Got an open dangerous drug case. Open case out of Rockdale for simple assault. And a couple of probation violations from last year. That's it.
Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Your
Sorry to
Honor,
interrupt, Your Honor. Sorry, Ms. Falk as well. Mr. Baker is actually a conflict case.
All right. As I saw Miss Maureen McLeod on the Zoom. Ms. McLeod, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Have you spoken to
My
Jason
client.
Baker?
I have spoken with Mr. Jason Baker, yes.
Let me change that. Mr. Baker's attorney is Maureen McLeod. Yes, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. You may be familiar with Mr. Baker. You actually sentenced him on November 14th of 2024 under the 2658F case and the 7443F case. In both of those cases, one, the terroristic threats, he threatened to kill his father, Mr. Jeffrey Baker, and the stalking case is where he stalked Mr. Baker and threw a chair through his window. He was convicted on November 14th on both of those cases by Your Honor, sentenced to complete MHET and have no further violent contact, and he is still on probation on both of those cases. Additionally, his simple assault arrest in Rockdale County, which is pending, that was on June 9th of 2025, and that was against both Vivian and Jeffrey Baker, who are his parents. As far as these cases are concerned, the April 19th incident happened with Mr. Jeffrey Baker, where he punched him in the eye, causing bruising and swelling. The May 2nd, 2025 incident was where he threatened to punch his mom, raising his fist at her and telling her he was going to strike her. On both of these, we did have an opportunity to speak with Miss Vivian Baker, and she said that the courts in Rockdale County are trying to get him into a program. I did call Rockdale County. I was able to confirm that they were the victims in the Rockdale County case, but not able to confirm that there's any program he's currently enrolled in. We also had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Baker, who previously was, when he had cases against him, was not in agreement with he was more in agreement with sanctions versus, maybe just a pure treatment model. But we were not able to talk to him on this occasion. I will say, given the fact that he has already violated his probation with the June 2025 incident, and now he has this new case, these two new cases, we were asking for an $8,500 surety bond, $2,500 on the simple assault, 5,000 on the family violence battery, 1,000 on the simple battery. No further contact with Jeffrey or Vivian Baker. Stay away from 2045 Ladon Lane Northwest in Atlanta. We are asking for an MHET. I'm not sure if he's completed it as part of his probation, and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. Your Honor, this is really a placeholder bond until we can figure out some program that we can either have Mr. Baker go into to get assistance, or until I can talk to Rockdale County and see if they are going to enroll him in something. That's all for the state. We would like to sound for the Bakers.
Jeffrey Baker and or Vivian Baker, if you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. My client is 27 years old. I was unable to speak to either of his parents, unfortunately, although he did give me a number for his mother's, but I was unable to reach her. My client tells me that he believes that his parents would want to have contact with him, Your Honor. It sounds like there's some MH issues, but based on what the state is saying, it seems that they also believe that the parents would like to have contact with their son. He tells me that he does work. He does some power washing work from time to time, Your Honor. The bond as set is a little high, so I do not believe that he'll be able to make that bond. So I would ask the court to consider a lower bond for him. And as the state is saying, perhaps he might be able to go into a program in Rockdale County. Sounds like that is what the parents may want, Your Honor. So I guess we would not be opposed to that. Nothing further.
Sorry.
Your Honor, you're muted.
Yes. On the simple assault family violence, position 3, the bond is going to be $1,000 surety bond. On the position 4, the battery family violence is a $3,000 surety bond. And the simple battery family violence is a $2,000 surety bond. The total bond for all 3 cases would then be $6,000. It is a surety bond. In both cases, no further contact with Jeffrey Baker, no further contact with Vivian Baker. Stay away from the family home. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. To be compliant with all MH treatment and medication. And next court date for both cases is going to be August 14th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next, Judge, I have position number 6, Ms. Butler.
Shanita Miracle Butler is accused of theft by taking from May 12th of this year, case 25 CR 4353G. Ms. Butler, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Any priors?
Yes, 46. It's a lot.
Any FTAs?
3 from 2019, 2 from 2023, and 3 from 2019.
Okay.
It's a whole bunch of open theft cases from everywhere.
All right, that's good. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Oh, and she's wanted out of DeKalb, Clayton, and Pine Lake.
DeKalb?
Clayton and Pine Lake.
Pine Lake,
Georgia, wherever that is.
Pine Lake.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where Pine Lake was either.
Okay. Ms. Falk, what's the bond recommendation?
Yes.
DeKalb County.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. Thank you.
Currently, there is no bond set on this. The state would ask for a $2,500 surety bond. In this case, the defendant had called a Lyft driver was called to the location. The defendant got into the Lyft. The Lyft driver later figured out that that was not the person she was supposed to be picking up, asked her to leave the Lyft. And when the defendant left, she took the victim's wallet with her, which contained cash, credit cards, driver's license. Officers were able to pull a video footage that showed the defendant with the victim's red wallet and taking items out of it before she, I think, placed it in a trash can. And so we would like to have that $2,500 surety bond, considering the theft cases, considering the outstanding holds on her. And we do ask that she stay away, have no further contact with Candace Boyer, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. That's all for the state. And we would like to sound for Candace Boyer.
Candace Boyer, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. I see someone with the name CB. One. All right. Miss Tucker? All right. Are you Candace Boyer?
Yes, I am.
Do you have anything else to add?
Other than the fact that there was a physical altercation, no.
Was that in the warrant, Miss Falk?
Let me go back and look. I don't recall seeing that there was actually a physical altercation. If I may ask Miss Boyer, were you injured as a result of this physical altercation?
She kicked me in my stomach.
Okay.
All right. Well, I haven't sworn.
No, I
you
went
can
back and looked at the
go.
warrant. It is definitely not in there.
Okay.
So I do apologize. Otherwise, we would have added it.
Okay. Ms. Tucker, what's the recommendation?
Yes, we're requesting a $1,000 surety bond on behalf of Ms. Butler, or the lowest bond that the court will allow. Ms. Butler is 39 years of age. She's an Atlanta native. She just gave birth less than 2 weeks ago to a daughter, and she also has 3 other sons. She is currently enrolled in a shoplifter prevention course that she enrolled in voluntarily through her employer. She currently works at Bella AME, doing in-home care for veterans. That's actually how this incident occurred. One of her patients ordered her a Uber home. So that was the name that was on the Uber or Lyft, rather. The patient ordered her a Lyft home. I have no knowledge of a physical incident. My client also looked surprised when that was mentioned. In a Lyft in the back seat, I'm not sure how someone would have kicked her in the stomach. But we are requesting a $1,000 surety bond on behalf of Ms. Butler.
All right. $2,000 surety, no further contact with Candace Boyer. And she is to make sure that she maintains a good address with us at all times. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. I guess once she makes bond, she will have to be picked up by either DeKalb County, Clayton, or Pine Walk, Pine Lakes, whoever makes it to her first. Thank you. And next court date's August 14th. Thank you.
Next is position 24.
Okay. And this is Ezekiel Savis, accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence from July 31st of this year. Case number 25 CR 4361E. Mr. Savis, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss Maureen McLeod. Any priors, Mr. Howell?
Second, 2019 battery PTR.
All right, thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. For this, obviously, there is the dual arrest. I'm sure that you saw. She is, I believe, being held on that the ag assault that is in awaiting hearing in Superior Court right now. There's obviously at this point not enough information to determine the primary aggressor at this point. We're
Okay, what's your bond recommendation then?
looking
Mrs.
into that,
Scirocco,
and with
yeah,
this
I'm so
previous
sorry.
battery case as well. The state's
No,
recommendation is Judge to awareness.
you're going in and out. Yeah, I think this
Okay.
unstable Wi-Fi is kicking in right now. So what was the bond recommendation?
Signature bond through pretrial services, 2-day anger awareness, no further contact with Brendalyn Sankey.
Mhm.
Stay away from the Laurel apartment complex at 4050 Morgan Road in Union City.
Okay, thank you. Ms. McLeod, oops,
No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
okay. Ms. McLeod, I think I could piece together what he said.
Yes, Your Honor, I
Do you have-
could too.
do you have any objection to the stay away and no contact?
We have no objection, Your Honor, because my client tells me that he does have somewhere else he can go. But he, of course, would need at least a one-time police officer escort to go back to the location to retrieve his belongings.
Okay. On count one, battery family violence is 2,000 and count two is 1,000. This is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level one. No further contact with Brendalyn Sankey, Sankey. Stay away from 4050 Morgan Road, apartment 234 in Union City, which means he needs to stay away from the entire apartment complex. He's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer accompanying him in order to visit the apartment and retrieve his belongings. And then after that, he cannot return to the location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And he is to undertake one anger awareness class with pretrial. And his next court date will be sent to his new mailing address. So within 30 days of being released, he must update the clerk's office with his new address in writing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next case.
Position number 14, Larry.
Monique Raquel Larry is accused of theft by shoplifting and simple battery. Ms. Larry, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be, who is representing Ms. Monique Larry?
S. McLean.
All right, Mr. McLean. And Ms. Larry's case number is 25 CR 4335Y. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
14. Got an open ag assault battery out of Cobb. On probation out of Clayton. 2 counts of ag assault. 2025, 2023 probation. Most of this violent. 2017 failed to appear. 2018 terrorist threats battery conviction.
Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Larry's bond is currently set through the magistrate court at $2,600. That's going to be $2,000 on the simple battery, $600 on the theft by shoplifting. The state would recommend that that bond remain as set due to her prior violence. We are concerned. I was thinking this when we first looked at the case, thought it was more of a run-of-the-mill theft, but given the simple battery, we would think that this would require a somewhat higher surety bond. Additionally, there is that 2017 FTA, so she does have an FTA within the last 10 years. So for that reason, we are asking for that $2,600 surety bond, that she have no further contact with Mr. Daryl Greenland. That is the defendant. That is the loss prevention person she spit on when she was arrested. And we ask that she stay away from all Target stores, given that she is a habitual shoplifter and has been criminally trespassed from all Target stores in the past. We're also asking for no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. That's all for the state. We would like to sound for Miss Darnell Benjamin, or actually, excuse me, Daryl Greenland.
Yeah, didn't know who that was. Okay.
There were two individuals in the case, Your Honor. There are 2 loss prevention officers.
All right. Daryl Greenland. All right, Mr. McLean.
Your Honor, my client is approximately 31 years old, a Georgia person, and very local, a high school graduate, has worked quite extensively in the last 5 years, very industrious. We would ask the court to set the lowest possible bond under the circumstances, given what we've heard. Thank you.
Thank you. On the theft by shoplifting, it's $1,000 surety bond. Simple battery is $1,500 surety bond. It's a total of $2,500. And her next court date is going to be August 14th. To stay away from the Target store at 3535 Peachtree Road in Atlanta, Georgia, and to stay away from all Target stores in Fulton County, Georgia. She's also to have no further contact with Daryl Greenland, and no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Next is position 1, Mr. Adams.
Antonio Ray Adams is accused of wearing a mask, hood, or device which conceals the identity of the wearer and willful obstruction of law enforcement officer. Incident date is July 31st of this year. Case 25 CR 4349Y. Any priors?
Yeah. 22. On probation. This Adams, right?
Yes.
On probation out of Fayette, bail jumping. On probation in Henry County, simple battery. Clayton got an open simple battery obstruction. Simple assault out of Clayton County. Theft by receiving, public drunk, possession of a Schedule 1, possession of a firearm by convicted felon, and a 2013 evading arrest conviction.
2013?
Correct.
Okay. And Mr. Adams, your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Ms. Falk, what's the bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. Just very briefly, the defendant is a multi-state offender. The evading arrest felony conviction was out of Texas, where he has 13 cycles. He has 11 cycles out of California, with his most recent arrest there being 2007. And then he has 8 cycles out of Georgia, with his most recent conviction out of Georgia being in August 2024 simple battery family violence conviction and a October 2024 probation violation. His bond is currently set at $1,600, $1,000 for the obstruction of a law enforcement officer, $600 for wearing a mask to conceal his identity. We are asking that the bond remain as set, that the defendant stay away from the BP gas station at 516 Lee Street, Southwest Atlanta, unless he works there. It was kind of unclear from the warrant. The defendant stated he worked at that location, but it was kind of unclear whether he actually did or not. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons. That's all for the state at this time.
Any objection, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. We would be requesting a signature bond on behalf of Mr. Adams, or the lowest bond that the court will allow in this matter. He is 39 years of age. He was able to give me an address at 10868 Big Sky Drive, Hampton, Georgia. He's been a Georgia resident for the last 3 years. He is a security guard at the incident location at 516 Lee Street, Southwest. In the incident report, he was wearing a security guard uniform, and he did inform officers that he was there on duty when the officers approached him regarding this incident. So we are requesting a signature bond on his behalf.
Was he armed, Ms. Falk?
No, Your Honor. And he actually did not identify himself until after he was arrested. So the fact pattern in the warrant's a little bit different than what's being alleged here. And the officer who arrested him was actually at that location because of a shots fired that actually broke the store front glass window. And he asked the defendant to remove his mask because obviously he was concerned that there may be some relationship between that and the shots fired call. And the defendant refused to do so. So that's how it escalated to the point where he actually got arrested and then told them he was a security guard.
Okay, thank you. On count 1, wearing the mask to...
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't want it to be misinterpreted. What I was pointing out is that he was wearing a black bulletproof vest with a security label.
I got that from the warrant. I was just wondering whether he was armed, since his record indicates that he's a convicted felon. So that would have
No,
been...
Your Honor.
He was not.
Okay, so on count 1 is going to be $1,000 signature bond through the jail, and count 2 is going to be $1,000 surety bond. This is a $2,000 split bond. Next court date is August 14th. And he's to stay away from the BP gas station at 516 Lee Street. He can return to the BP gas station between the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., one time only, with a police officer in order to verify whether he is an employee at that location And if he's an employee at that location, then it's up to the employer to decide whether he can return to work at that location. But if he's not an employee of that location, he's to stay away from that BP gas station. Thank you.
Next, Judge, position number 19, Ms. Moore.
All right. Cassandra Moore is accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence. Incident date is July 30th of this year. Case number 25CR4333Y. Ms. Moore, you've been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is going to be Ms. McLeod. Any priors?
Fifth arrest. I got last arrest in 1997.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. There's currently no bond currently set on this case. This incident happened back on, excuse me, just a moment,
I have
on
July 30th.
July 30th of 2025. Defendant struck the victim multiple times with an extension cord, causing bruises. They had been living together. I do not believe we were able to get in contact with the victim in this case. We would be agreeable to a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further contact with the victim in this case, whose name is Lorenzo Smith. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and stay away from 1700 Stanton Road, Southwest in Atlanta. We would like to sound for Lorenzo Smith at this time in case he is present. That's all for the state.
Lorenzo Smith, if you'd like to contribute, you need to unmute and start your video. All right. And Ms. McLeod, do you have any objection to the no contact and stay away?
No, Your Honor, we do not object to that. My client may need a one-time police escort to get some belongings she may still have there. The alleged victim, I believe, is her son-in-law, and she tells me it was just an incident where she was trying to protect her daughter, and her daughter had wanted to leave with her when she was leaving, and the alleged victim was trying to prevent the daughter from leaving. But, my client has nothing in her record, certainly not anything recent at all.
Okay.
So I think a signature bond is appropriate.
On count 1, it's going to be $1,500. On count 2, it's going to be $500. This is going to be a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further contact with Lorenzo Smith, and to stay away from 1700 Stanton Road in Atlanta, Georgia. She may visit the location one time only with a police officer to retrieve her belongings, and that does not include the daughter. The daughter has to leave voluntarily, or the daughter can ask for police assistance if she wishes to vacate the premises. But Ms. Moore, you're only there to pick up your personal belongings. Do you understand? Your next court date will be sent to your new address, so make sure that within 30 days of being released, that you present us with, you update us with your new mailing address in writing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 5, Mr. Barner.
Maurice Barner is accused of criminal trespass, causing damage to property, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Incident date is July 29th of this year. Case number is 25CR004340E. Mr. Barner, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Any priors? Mr. Howard?
6. You got an open case out of Fulton, terrorist threats, trespass. It's 25CR001587E. Open simple assault, trespass. 25CR001589E. Open case out of DeKalb County for trespass. 2020 simple battery DV conviction.
Thank you. Ms. Folk?
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to let you know that both that 1587 and 1589E cases,
Yes.
those were both involving the same victim in our current case, Miss Veronica Davis. They both involved a going back to the location where he had been ordered to stay away from, which is 3380 Penny Lane. So in both of the previous cases, Judge Morrow gave a bond on March 7th of 2025, $1,500 surety bond on the 1587E case, and a $2,500 surety bond on the 1589E case, both with conditions of no further contact with Veronica Davis and stay away from 3380 Penny Lane. Those were incidents where he broke into Miss Davis's home by coming through the sliding glass window and then threatening to shoot her, and then forced her way on a separate occasion into her bedroom and scratched her with a door. In this occasion, he did much the same, entered her residence unlawfully, and began, the officers saw her crying and distraught, and the TV was damaged. He broke the TV, and then when the officers attempted to stop him, he fled on foot from the officers. So this defendant has been advised, and I'm sure if you've ever seen Judge Morrow give the advisement, he was strongly advised to have no further contact and to stay away. He has violated the conditions of that bond, which makes him a very real danger to this victim under the Ayala factors, as well as a likelihood to reoffend. For that reason, we are asking for a $3,000 cash bond, $2,000 on the criminal trespass, $1,000 on the obstruction of a law enforcement officer. No further contact with Veronica Davis. Stay away from 3380 Penny Lane in East Point. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons. No firearms. We are also asking for FVIP course as well, that the defendant will need to pay for out of pocket. We would like to sound from Miss Veronica Davis. To just let the court know, out of candor, Miss Davis wishes to have contact. However, given that there are two previous cases that have no further contact, and given the continued violence, we are strongly against that. That's all for the state.
All right, Veronica Davis, I see a Veronica's iPhone. If she wants to contribute, this is the time to start your video and unmute.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, give me a moment. I just need to pull up all the matters where your name is listed. Okay, let's see now. March 25th, 2025. No, sorry, January 11th, 2025. March 25th, 2025. And now July 29th, 2025. Yes, ma'am. What would you like to tell me?
As I told the last judge as well, me and Mr. Barner are expecting a child together. So the no contact
When
order.
was the child born?
No, I'm expecting.
Oh,
I'm
you're
currently 25
expecting.
weeks.
I
Yes,
see.
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. And on the day of the incident, there was no altercation between me and him. There was no harm directed towards me. He was mad about something else. I told that to the officer as well. I'm just asking the court to reconsider the no contact, even if it's a no violent contact or whatever it is. But I just really would like for him to have opportunity to be in his child's life and for us to co-parent.
He will definitely have an opportunity to be part of the child's life. He just can't be a part of your life.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Barner is 30 years of age. He was able to provide me with a residential address at 4035 Jonesboro Road in Forest Park, Georgia. He's an Atlanta native. He's completed his high school education, and he's currently employed at Boss Baby Movers, moving company. He does have 6 children that he does help take care of, and then as it was just mentioned, he does have a child on the way with Miss Davis. We have no objections to stay away from the incident location as well as no further contact with Miss Davis. However, we are asking for $1,000 surety on the criminal trespass charge and the the second count as well. He does not have a history of He does not have a history, sorry, of willful obstruction charges. So we are objecting to a cash bond on that count. There was not a violent incident in this case. The television that was damaged was originally his television, and he has since replaced the television. So we are asking for $1,000 surety bond.
So I think in addition to an alleged television, there was also apparently some damage to the vehicle. And if I'm not mistaken,
No, ma'am, there was no damage done to a vehicle, but there was just a broken, like coffee mug on the floor, but no damage to the vehicle.
okay, understood. Okay, thank you. All right, so Mr. Barner, on the criminal trespass causing damage to property, that's going to be $1,000 surety bond. And the willful obstruction is going to be a $500 surety bond. So it's a $1,500 surety bond. And we're going to reset this case along with your two other cases to August 14th, 2025. You've been with us often enough this year, you know how it works. So we'll see you on August 14th. And now for the next 12 months, just to make sure that you pay attention to the court's order, you're going to be equipped with an ankle monitor. And you're going to pay for these monitoring fees out of your own pocket. And if you miss 2 months in a row, your bond will be revoked and you'll be back in jail. And we are going to make sure that you have, Judge Morris already explained it to you, so I don't need to go through it, but no contact with Veronica Davis and stay away from her home at 3380 Penny Lane. You're not to be anywhere near that location. Even if she calls you over for a cup of tea, you are not to go over, okay? And if you violate these conditions, well, I guess next time it will be no bond, but you know the rodeo. So no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and no firearms. And your next court date is August 14th. And there's one other thing I needed to tell you. Well, I can't remember right now. So, well, maybe I'll remember it later. So anything else, Ms. Tucker? Oh, and the ankle monitor is a minimum period of 12 months from the time he's released. Okay. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Barner, if you wish to say anything, please remember you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say about the facts of the case, your statements can and will be used against you. Oh, I just remember what I need to say. Okay. As I've said, you are to have no contact with Veronica Davis. Now, when Miss Davis delivers a healthy baby child, bless her, hope everything's intact, all 10 fingers and toes. When that baby arrives, then you can file a legitimation action. And in that case, you can establish your right as a father and get a court order for visitation and joint custody. And at the same time, then, Ms. Davis can counter in that lawsuit for child support or any other kind of financial support. Okay? And that's what I remembered to say. All right. So that concludes the case. Thank you.
Position number 17, Ms. McDuffie.
Miss Salithia Kiana McDuffie is accused of simple battery, family violence, and reckless conduct from July 30th of this year, case number 25 CR 4341E. Ms. McDuffie, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. McLeod? Okay.
Yes,
right.
Your Honor, it's me.
All right. And any priors?
Second, 2020 simple battery conviction.
Simple battery and battery conviction? Or just one of them?
What was your question?
Was it simple battery and battery conviction or just simple battery?
Simple battery and battery.
And battery, okay. Mr. Scirocco, what's the recommendation?
Yes, Judge, we've spoken with the victim here, Mr. Excuse me, Juvar Moon. I believe he's online. We would ask the court sound for him when appropriate. He stated they are married, he and the defendant, but they are separating. They do not live together and share no children. The victim is the one living at the Best Western, and stated that he claims there was never a physical altercation with the defendant, who was only yelling. But as we know from the warrant, that's not the case. There was the third party witness who saw all of this, independent from both of them, including the striking of his vehicle with hers, which is incredibly dangerous, and he could have gotten hurt from this, along with the striking of him subsequently. The victim expressed he does not want to press charges on this, and he is there on the Zoom with that prior conviction for battery and simple battery. And with the facts here, we're concerned for the safety of Mr. Moon. So the state's recommendation is a total $5,000 surety, $2,500 on each count for the defendant to complete FFIB, have no further contact with Javar Moon, stay away from the Best Western at 907 Holcomb Bridge Road in Roswell, and have no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
And that's the Best Western at the Holcomb Bridge Road.
That is my understanding, yes, Judge.
All right. Jawar Moon, if you'd like to add anything to the proceeding, please unmute and start your video. Did you want to say something?
Yes, I'd like to clear.
Raise your right hand.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Correct.
All right. And which one do you drive, the Lincoln Town Car or the Mustang?
I drive the Lincoln Town Car.
And has it been damaged?
No, the car's fine.
So there's
That's
no
one of some of the
damage.
things I wanted to try.
So there's no damage to the vehicle at all?
No,
All right.
no,
And are you both separated now?
no. We're actually we're still together. We were just going through some things in our marriage as far as what we're going to do.
Are you hoping to reconcile?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Yes,
That's all I
wanna
needed
stay
to
away
know.
from anything.
Thank you. Ms. McLeod, on the simple battery family violence, that's going to be 2,000, and the reckless conduct is going to be 3,000. That's going to be a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No further violent contact with Javon Moon. That's not going to be any stay away. Within 30 days of being released, she is to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program and make sure that she attends and completes all 24 classes at her expense without missing or skipping any classes, and make sure she gives her certificate of completion to pretrial services. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
We
thank you.
are fine with that. And that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, you too, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Jeff, that stepped away. Can you please repeat the bond?
2,000 on count 1, 3,000 on reckless conduct, signature bond through pretrial level 1. No violent contact.
I'm sorry, the total bond is what now?
5,000?
And it's a signature bond through pretrial level 1, you said?
Correct.
Next is position 13, Mr. Kemp.
Sean LeJohn Kemp is accused of battery family violence and simple battery family violence from July 31st of this year, case number 25 CR 43558. Mr. Kemp, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Any priors?
13. 2023 probation, 17 probation. He got a bunch of FTAs and most of his history is driving.
Okay. Any FTAs in the last 5 years?
No.
Okay. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge, we've spoken with the victim, Miss Ashley Jones. I believe she's online, if we could sound for her when appropriate.
Okay.
They're in a relationship. They live together at the incident location, um, and they share two children. She stated they were drinking, and it was kind of a blur, but she states she does remember asking the defendant to get off the phone, claimed the defendant did not slap her, um, and that he instead pushed her into a wall. She sustained that bump, she confirmed with us, from hitting the wall. She stated nothing like this has happened before, and she's not looking to press charges, nor is she in fear. I believe she wants to continue contact here. State's recommendation is a signature bond through pretrial services. We are asking for defendant to complete FIB as well as ADET, given the drinking involved here. No further contact with Ashley Jones and stay away from 3628 Hampshire Park, Southwest Atlanta. That no drugs, weapons, or alcohol. And with the recency of this incident, we think no further contact is ideal here. So that is all. If we could sound for Ms. Jones.
Ashley Jones, if you'd like to address the court. All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
And what would you like to tell us?
Um, it was just drinking, and that was it. It wasn't even really a push. He was trying to leave, and I was in his way yelling. That was it. I don't want the no contact. We live together, share two kids. Our life is like we've been together 5 years. So
And who, you said drinking. Who was drinking?
we both were.
Were you both intoxicated?
We both were drinking. Yes, ma'am.
And the children were also in the home?
They were asleep.
So intoxication, violence with two.
No, it wasn't.
in the
I'm
home.
sorry. It wasn't intoxication. We had just drinking. We had been up watching movies. This is not something that happens. I'm not fearful of him. My 17-year-old is not fearful of him. The kids, this is not a regular thing.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ms. Tucker, on the battery family violence, it's going to be 2,500. The simple battery is going to be 500. It's a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further violent contact with Ashley Jones. Within 10 days of being released, he will, no, I'm not going to order an ADT, but he will be subject to random screens for alcohol and illegal drugs. So while this case is open, he's not to consume any alcoholic beverages and he's not to consume any illegal drugs. He will be subject to random screens by pretrial. Within 30 days of being released, I'm going to require him to do 12 anger management classes. And he will begin those classes within 30 days of being released. And Mr. Kemp, pretrial will assist you on where to take these anger management classes. And please be mindful that if you fail a drug test or if you fail an alcohol test, your bond can be revoked. No violent contact with Ashley Jones, which means there cannot be any future physical and or verbal altercations. Understood? Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge Law, my next position is position number 10, but I do have a quick announcement for Brianna White. Just need her status. She's not on the calendar, but she was on the call sheet for Brianna White.
Brianna White. Do we have
Miss White will be continued to tomorrow because we have an outstanding request from the DA's office for a recidivist on that case.
All right. So Brianna White will be reset to the calendar tomorrow, August 2nd.
Okay, and also, Judge, she's going to be a medical reset. She was sent to Grady Hospital.
For who? Brianna White?
That is correct.
Okay. So this is a medical reset, no Riverside issue. All right, courtroom 2, please unmute. Sir, you've got a signature bond, and if you want to waive your right to remain silent, one person will be very upset with you, and that would be your attorney, because anything you say can and will be used against you. Yes, Ms. Tucker?
Did you need me to give you a call to answer any questions regarding your bond?
No, ma'am. It's about my
Does,
job.
does he just wanted to know about no weapons part for his job?
I do full tech security.
Oh, yes, Your Honor, he does own a security company. He's owned a security company for the last 5 years now, Teflon Technical Enforcement. So he may.
Yeah, tough. So hopefully you can get this case resolved, because until this case is resolved, he's not allowed to have any firearms. His employees can carry firearms, but he can't. He can't be in possession, and he has to remove all firearms from the home. Does that answer the question? All right, next case.
This
And
is
I'm
gonna be,
sorry, Francois, who did you say you have?
this position number 10 is Gibbs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mabel Felicia Gibbs is accused of theft by shoplifting, and the incident date is July 29th, 2025, case 25 CR 4336J. Ms. Gibbs, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Any prize?
14. 2017 failure to appear. 2017 possession of drug-related objects. 2011 a vice charge. That's it.
Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant has a bond currently set at $600 surety. We're asking that that bond remain as set. She stole over $100 from Walmart at 844 Cleveland Avenue. We ask that there be a stay away from that location, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons as well. That's all for the state.
All right. Ms. Tucker, anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor, we're requesting a signature bond on behalf of Ms. Gibbs. She would not be able to pay any surety bonds today. She is not currently employed. She's starting a new position on Monday at the Dollar Tree on Metropolitan. We are requesting a signature bond on her behalf. She has not had an arrest since 2017, and we have no objections to a stay away from Walmart.
Bond is set at 1,500. It's a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. To stay away from the Walmart in question and stay away from all Walmart stores, not just the one where she was arrested. She's not allowed into any Walmart store. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And we'll see her at the next court date. Okay. Mr. McLean? Mr. McLean? All right. Quorum 2, who do we have?
Position 27, Mr. Stevens.
All right. Mr. McLean, what I was trying to get, I think we had Aaron Robinson from your client, Ms. Robinson case. And if you want to speak with him in a breakout, we can arrange for that unless you are addressing Javion Stevens.
Your Honor, no, I was delayed a second. Sorry, I was calling another parent. I believe I texted the Robinson family that I'll call them after court and let them know everything.
All right. Okay. Javion Devon Stevens is accused of theft by taking, battery, and simple battery from November 21st, 2024. Case number 25 CR 4357J. Mr. Stevens, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any prize, Mr. Howard?
J. Stevens. Fifth arrest. Got an open inner and auto out Rockdale. Open simple battery. 3 counts of battery. Fulton 24 CR 000997J. Got an open fleeing an officer, reckless driving, improper passing, and instruction permit. It's 25 SC 003676.
That would be good. Thank you. Mr. Scaraco, what's the recommendation?
Yes, Judge. So we reached out to the victim here, and we were immediately sent to voicemail on this once we introduced ourselves. The with a little bit on that open battery, the beating, it's 24 CR 0000997J. That involved the beating of another woman, the mother of his child. So, like this, it's another intimate or former intimate relationship. That was set for a jury trial 2 days ago, and Judge Bessons and his pretrial bond for that case was surrendered in June 15th of last year. He was then given a $2,500 good bond. The state's recommendation, I'm not sure if you were privy to the incident report on this, Judge, but that
No.
details the violence here, where in addition to taking her gold-colored iPhone 14, the defendant also, prior to that, scratched her, leaving her with scratches, and pulled on her shoulders and arms, and then fled by jumping the fence in the backyard. And there was a 7-year-old witness that saw the defendant, quote, that was beating on the victim, Miss Maya Arnold, was beating on Maya and left running. So that is the basis for the battery and simple battery there.
Okay.
The state's recommendation, given that history, but you heard about the simple battery from 24,
Yes.
that pretrial diversion, it's still pending as of February of this year. In that open case, state's concerned here about risk of reoffense. State's recommendation is $7,000 total surety, $4,000 on the added battery and $2,000 on the added simple battery, and that the 1,000 surety on the theft by taking that was set by the magistrate, we ask that remain set for a total of $7,000. For the defendant to enroll in a complete FFIB, have no further contact with Maya Arnold, stay away from 590 Windsor Street, Southwest Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol. And we do want to sound for Miss Arnold in accordance with Marcy's Law.
Maya Arnold, if you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. Okay. Mr. McLean, anything else to add?
Your Honor, he's 19. He tells me that the things that were listed when I saw the PSA, the public safety assessment, and it had these open things listed, he said that several of those things were actually resolved. And of course, there's no time for me to, get any documentation yet. Your Honor, he is a graduate of high school, the former Grady High School, which is now called Midtown High School. And he works. Your Honor, under these circumstances, we would ask the court to consider a signature bond. If a signature on his bond is not possible, we would ask the court to consider a $1,000 to $1,500 surety bond.
Okay. On the theft by taking, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. Unfortunately, the battery and simple battery, if it's an incident report, I don't have a sworn warrant regarding these allegations. So on batteries, $1,000 signature bond through the jail. On the simple batteries, $1,000 signature bond through the jail. So his total bond is going to be a $3,500 split bond, where he would have to post $1,500 out of that $3,500. No further contact with Maya Arnold. He's to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. And his also stay away from 590 Windsor Street. And I guess I'll go with what you're saying, Mr. Scirocco. If you know that his signature bond has been revoked in the 24 CR 997J case, because I do see that he was scheduled for jury trial a couple of days ago. I'm not sure what happened. It's not reflected. So if the signature bond has been revoked, do you know anything about that, Mr. Howard?
No.
Okay.
Who was this? Number 27?
Yes.
Was it a pretrial bond?
No, the pretrial bond was revoked. That was back in 2024 that it was revoked. It was only yesterday or it was only the 28th, I believe, that this was supposed to go to trial.
The 30th.
30th. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm not certain what's his bond status in his trial case, but in this case, his bond is a $3,500 split bond. Courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Stevens, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you.
Yes, ma'am. I was saying, they said I was on the pre-trial. I know I finished the pre-trial diversion and I went to court yesterday and they locked me up there for this one.
Okay, all I'm saying is that you're scheduled for trial on July 30th. If you were on pre-trial diversion and you've completed that case, great. But I don't know what Judge Besson has done in your other case.
I was at that courtroom yesterday. They locked me up there.
They locked you up on this warrant.
Yeah, at that court date.
Okay. So, Mr. Scirocco, you can check with the prosecutor in Judge Besson's division as to the status of the trial case. In the meantime, Ms. Champion, we're going to reset this new case and his other case, 24 CR 000997J to August 14th.
Next is
Who do we have?
position 28, Mr. Stewart.
Bobby Stewart's accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery from July 24th, 2025. Case number 25 CR 4359C. Mr. Stewart, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors, Charlotte?
33. Probations from 24, 23, 2020 obstruction no low, 2017 battery DV ag stalking conviction, 2017 failure to appear, 2016 battery DV second subsequent conviction. The first one was a 2010 battery DV conviction, 2012 battery conviction, 2013 simple battery conviction.
Thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, thank you, Judge. We are looking into a felony transfer for this case. It's a matter of locating the disposition documents for the 3 prior battery family violence convictions, though there are other violent convictions, as you've heard. There is a grave risk of reoffense here, given his history. State's very concerned for this victim's safety, so we are seeking a $10,000 total surety bond here. $7,500 on the battery family violence, $2,500 on the simple battery, and then for him to complete FFIB, have no further contact with Morio Hartnest, and we ask the court sound for Mr. Hartnest when appropriate. Stay away from 5224 Alexander Street in Union City, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. We were able to reach the victim's mother in this case, and defendant's mother as well. She was not home. We're hoping we can speak to her and the victim as soon as possible. And that is all for the state, Judge.
All right. Mr. McLean? Oh, I'm sorry. Is Morio or Mario?
I saw Morio several times, so I believe it is Morio.
All right. Morio Hartnest, if you want to speak, this is the moment to unmute and start your video. All right. Yes, Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, thank you. Mr. Stewart is 38. It's this case involving his brother. So I remember at one point, initially, didn't family violence not even include siblings? And maybe they changed that later. I'm not sure. But Your Honor, he's a salesman, has been over for 5 years, more than 5 years, a salesman of shoes. He's got a high school education. He would ask the court to give him a signature bond on this if possible. If that's not possible, then a 1,000 surety. Thank you.
Thank you. On the battery family violence, it's going to be 3,500, and the simple battery is going to be 2,000. His total bond is going to be 5,500. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Morio, Morio, Hartnest, to stay away from the incident location. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And next court date is August 14th. Mr. Stewart, you are noticed that the solicitor's office is planning to recommend that this case be upgraded as a felony matter to the Superior Court of Fulton County. Thank you. Next case, please.
Next is position 29, Mr. Witter.
Kyle Brandon Witter is accused of criminal trespass from July 30th of this year, case 25 CR 4346J. Mr. Witter, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. McLean. Mr. Howell?
It's third. 2024 trespass obstruction nolo. 23 trespass dismissed.
Thank you. And Mr. Skoralko?
So, Judge, the state's recommendation here is a signature bond through pretrial. Stay away from 190 North Avenue in Atlanta. That is the Georgia Tech Alumni House. Social worker visit for BHET and housing, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. That is all.
Mr. McLean, any objection with the stay away?
No, Your Honor, the defense agrees with the state on that.
All right. Mr. Witter, on the criminal trespass, your bond's going to be set at 1,000. It's a signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. You report to pretrial once a month. You are to stay away from the alumni house belonging to Georgia Tech property. And you're not to consume any illegal drugs and not own or possess any firearms. Your next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. So within 30 days of being released, you must update your mailing address with the clerk's office of state court. And of course, it cannot be the alumni house at Georgia Tech. Thank you.
Next is position 7, Mr. Cervantes Tovar.
Okay. Do we have position 2 as well?
No, Your Honor. He refused to come to court.
Okay. All right. Position 2 is going to be reset to tomorrow, which is going to be August 2nd at 2 p.m. Excuse me. Mr. Oscar Cervantes Tovar, do you speak English? All right. Case number 25 CR 4360H. Mr. Cervantes Tovar is accused of 3 counts of theft by taking from July 17th of this year. You have been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Any priors?
11. On probation, theft by taking. It's 24 SC 002610. He got some open driving charges. He got a burglary charge. I'm not sure what's going on with that. 2025 failure to appear.
Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. He's also in custody on an open burglary case in the felony division with a $5,000 surety bond. We are asking, there is currently a $1,500 surety bond set on this case. We're asking that it remain as set. This defendant's history is essentially littered with theft and burglary cases, which makes him a real risk of reoffense. On this July 17th, 2025 incident, he not only stole 6 different packages from 3 different people, but then he went into a vacant room in the same apartment building at 185 Cliffwood Drive to open the items. So we are very concerned he is just going to continue this unabated. We did have an opportunity to speak with one of the victims, Mr. Elliot Schmidt. He stated the contents of his items were stolen, which included his United States passport and some golf balls and a golf rangefinder, and he has not received those items back. He has to now file his passport as stolen because of this and has to try to get another one. We would ask that this bond remain as set with no further contact with LaToya Swain, Elliot Schmidt, Joseph Egerton, and stay away from the Cliffwood Apartments at 185 Cliffwood Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons. That's all for the state. We would like to sound for Mr. Schmidt if he is present here today, as well as Miss LaToya Swain and Joseph Egerton.
Mr. Swain, Mr. Schmidt, and maybe it was Miss Schmidt. Well, LaToya, Elliot, and Joseph, if you are present, please unmute and start your video. All right. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Cervantes Tovar is 36 years of age. He gave me a residential address that he's maintained for the last 10 years. He's lived in the Atlanta area for over 30 years now. He is a high school graduate and he currently works in construction. He does have two children that he helps support, a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old, two daughters. We are requesting the lowest bond that the court will allow in this matter. However, we have no objections to a stay away as well as no further contact with the alleged victims.
All right. On each count is going to be $1,000. That's a $3,000 surety bond. Stay away from the Cliffwood Apartments, the entire complex at 185 Cliffwood Drive. No contact with the three victims. No illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. Next court date is August 14th. Thank you.
Next is position 9, Mr. Fountain.
9. Okay. Aris Fountain is accused of fare evasion and 2 counts of willful obstruction of an officer from July 29th of this year. Accusation 25 CR 4339C. Was it a C? Yeah. And Mr. Fountain, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Any priors?
27. Last arrest was in May. Possession of drug-related objects, NOLO. 2019 probation. 15 giving false name conviction. 14 theft by taking conviction.
Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. This is essentially a case where the defendant evaded the fare and had been told to stay away from that location and had failed to and ran from the officers. The current bond is set at $3,000 surety bond. We ask instead that that be reduced to a $750 surety bond, $250 on each count. No further stay away from all MARTA stations, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. That's all for the state.
All right. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. We're actually requesting a signature bond on behalf of Mr. Fountain. He's 39 years of age. He provided me with the address that he's maintained the last 2 years. He's lived in the Atlanta area for 15 years now. He has a high school education. However, he's not currently employed due to being disabled. He is legally blind and therefore would not be able to post a surety bond. So we are requesting a signature bond on his behalf.
Does he use any kind of device to walk because of his challenge?
I'm not sure if he uses a device to walk, but
I didn't see anything on the screen on the warrant. Did I miss it? And
not trying to be funny at all, Your Honor, but he did run from the officers.
Okay.
I mean, he still is able-bodied, but his vision is
okay. So it's just legally blind in terms of diminished vision.
yes.
Okay.
And he's not currently employed. And he's disabled, yes.
All right. I just want to know whether he's got a permanent ban from MARTA right now. Okay. For the fare evasion is going to be 100. For the each count of willful obstruction is going to be 200 each. This is going to be a $500 surety bond. And to stay away from all MARTA property in accordance with any active pending suspensions. Next court date will be August 14th. Thank you.
Next is position 11, Mr. Hamilton.
Apologies, Your Honor. Can you state the bond on Fountain again?
100, 200, and 200. 500 total.
200. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Zachary Hamilton V is accused of 1 count of battery, 1 count of cruelty in the 3rd degree, and 2 counts of simple battery family violence, allegedly from July 28th, 2025, and his case number is 25 CR 4338B. Mr. Hamilton, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Ms. Tucker. Any priors?
No.
First arrest, okay. And Ms. Polk?
Yes, Your Honor. In regards to Mr. Hamilton, I do not believe there's currently a bond set for him due to the nature of the offense. Let me just double check that before I start. Correct. There is no bond set as to any of the charges. We are agreeable to a signature bond through pretrial services with no further contact with the victim in this case, as well as stay away from the address. We did have an opportunity to speak with the victim in this case, and Miss Stills did state that they are not in a relationship. They do not live together, but they do share 2 children. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She stated the defendant grabbed her by her neck with his arm and picked her up and slammed her on the bed. She denies that any pressure was placed on her neck at that time. She stated that the grip was approximately a 2, and the defendant let go of her neck on his own the first time, and then the second time he did the same, she had to push him away. She did state that nothing like that has ever happened before and does want contact. However, due to the nature of the offense and the fact that it did just happen on the 28th, less than approximately 2 days ago, the state would be inclined to ask that the bond, that there be a stay away and a no further contact order as a part of this, Your Honor. And we are asking that the no further contact is from 2932 South Hills in Atlanta. That's all for the state. We would like to sound from Miss Danielle Stills at this time.
So it's 2932.
That's what I have on my notes, but let me just double check.
Because one warrant says that, the other one says 2032. So I just didn't know which one was which.
Let me take a moment to double check, Your Honor.
All right. Is it Kashmir Hamilton? Did I get that neat?
I believe Miss Danielle Stills is appearing on the Zoom.
Okay. Danielle Stills. All right, Miss Stills.
Hello.
Hello. Could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
It is, yes.
All right. Your address, is it 2932 or 2032?
2932.
29, okay. And how many children do you share with Mr. Hamilton?
2.
2?
Yeah.
All right. And how old are they?
3 and 7 months.
3 and 7 months. And are you both married? You and Mr. Hamilton?
No, we're not.
All right. Has he legitimated the
No,
children?
ma'am, we're not. I'm sorry.
Has
what
he
was that?
filed a case to legitimate, declare himself legally as the father of the children?
No, ma'am.
All right. What else would you like to tell me?
I'm just asking that you reconsider the no contact. He is heavily involved in raising our children, including his non-biological son, which is my oldest son. We have both agreed not to move forward with any intimate relationship, but we do co-parent. He is a part of my kids' curricular
So you want him to have an active role? So you want him to have an active role with the children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Understood. Thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor. We have no objections to the state's recommendation for a signature bond for Mr. Hamilton. However, we do have an objection. We also are asking for no further violent contact with Ms. Stills. As mentioned, they do share children. When I spoke with my client, he actually stated that they share 3 children. So he's counting in the child that's not his biological child. That's how close they are as a family. So we are asking that he be allowed to have no further violent contact with Ms. Stills. He does not have a violent history, and they have no other incidents of this kind.
All right. Sometimes you don't need a history, you just need the warrant. And the egregiousness of the warrant is what's going to dictate this bond order. On the battery charge, it's going to be $3,500. On the cruelty in the third degree, that's going to be 1,500. And on each count of the simple battery, it's going to be 2,500. His total bond is going to be 10,000, and that's going to be a signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. He will report to pretrial services twice a month. No further contact with Daniel Steels. He's to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. He's to stay away from 2932 South Hills in South Fulton, and he must make sure that he updates the court with his new mailing address within 30 days of being released. Within 30 days of being released, he's also to enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. Those are 24 classes that he would need to attend and complete at his expense, and make sure that he presents the pretrial officer with his certificate of completion. And if he wishes to have any active role with the children that he shares with Ms. Stills, he needs to file a legitimation action in the appropriate superior court and get a court order to establish a joint visitation and custody and get a court-ordered parenting plan. In exchange, Ms. Stills can file a claim for child support and financial support when she gets served with the legitimation action. In the alternative, she can always open a child support case with the Office of Child Support. His next court date will be sent to his new address, and if he violates the conditions of this bond, including getting arrested again or attempting contact with Ms. Stills, he can lose his signature bond and be in jail under no bond status. Thank you.
Next is position 12, Mr. Hutchinson.
Otis Keith Hutchison is accused of violating a family violence order from July 29th, 2025, and simple battery. Mr. Hutchinson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Tucker. Your accusation number is 25 CR 4337G. Any priors, please?
Yeah. Otis, 38, 2022 violation of family violence order. There was amended to trespass conviction. 2019 simple battery shoplifting out of the cab. Everything else is old.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Fulton.
So, yes, Your Honor, the most recent case that pretrial services just read into the record, which is that 22 CR 004505C case. The defendant pled guilty and was sentenced on May 21st, 2025 by Judge Morrow with the condition that the defendant must comply with all existing restraining orders. In particular, there is a 3-year family violence restraining order under 22 CB 366628 that is in effect from October 17th of 2023 to October 15th of 2026 with a stay away from 3498 Creighton Road and no further contact with Barbara Hutcherson. So currently the defendant is in violation of that sentence. I will say in all candor with the court that the defendant is trying to modify that sentence and withdraw his plea, but currently that hearing has not been held and he is still under that sentence as of right now. We did have an opportunity to speak with the victim in this case in regards to what happened, especially in light of the the now closed case involving violence or going to that location without permission. Ms. Wandra Lovett stated that the defendant, she confirmed the events in the warrant. She stated he continues to come over to the residence in violation of both his sentence and of the family violence restraining order. He has she stated he has an open case, which is currently closed, and the defendant knows he is not supposed to be there. She stated that their mother, Ms. Hutcherson, is actually 93 years of age, so she gets confused and sometimes does not remember they have an active TPO against him. And the defendant was at the door. The mother opened the door, and she ended up falling and had to be taken to the hospital to get stitches. She does not want any contact with the defendant, wants him to stay away from the residence, and she is planning to file her own TPO against the defendant, who is her sibling. She stated that, and that was in light of the fact that he sprayed her with water while he was at that location in violation of the TPO and of his current sentence. We are asking for a $1,000 cash bond on this case, Your Honor. It seems that the defendant has, no matter what we throw at him, be it a 3-year protective order, a no further contact as part of his sentence, that he is continuing to violate even as of right now. And for that reason, we believe that more is necessary. We do ask for no further contact with Barbara Hutcherson or Miss Wanda Lovett, and stay away from 3498 Creighton Road in Atlanta. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons. At this time, we would like to sound for Wanda Lovett.
Ms. Lovett, if you please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
What else? Do you agree with what Ms. Falk has just stated?
I agree.
All right. Do you have anything else to add?
Can I add something else? Okay. I don't think he takes the TPO seriously because this time it was.
No, we're not going to get into that. Is there
Okay.
anything else?
Well, I don't have
I
I don't have anything to add. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to add.
Thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm requesting a signature bond on behalf of Mr. Hutchinson. He's 68 years of age. He is an Atlanta native. He's completed some college. However, he is not currently employed due to being fully disabled from an accident that occurred years ago. We are requesting a signature bond for him. He does not have any recent failure to appears, and he's been having court cases for this TPO since 2022. He's always appeared for court. He stated that he was going to assist his 93-year-old mother because she fell, and he had to call the ambulance on her behalf. It was an emergency. So we are requesting a signature bond for him.
When did she fall?
She fell as a part of this incident, Your Honor, when she opened the door for him.
Okay. So was there a fall prior to his visit or?
When I spoke to him, I believe he called the ambulance as he was on the way to the house. I'm not sure if I'm describing it incorrectly, but that's the way it was described to me.
All right. Miss Lovett, did your mother sustain a fall before?
Yes, and he didn't call the ambulance while he was going there. He was already there. She got up to try to open the door for him, and she fell. I had just left the residence. She fell trying to get to the door to open the door for him, which he wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
That's how she fell. She fell and she had to go to the hospital. She's in the hospital right now.
Bond's going to be set at $2,500. It's going to be a surety bond. No further contact with Barbara Hutchison. No contact with Wanda Lovett. And to stay away from the 3498 Creighton Road in Southwest Atlanta. His next court date is going to be August 14th. Thank you.
Your Honor, what's the breakdown on that bond?
Oh, I'm sorry, 2,000 on the violation of the FB order and 500 on the simple battery.
And Your Honor, the state would just like to put on the record that we object to that surety bond. He would have previously been given a $2,000 surety bond in his previous case that he pled guilty to. We do not believe this is sufficient based on the Ayala factors.
Do you think he'll make bond and go back to the house?
Yes. Which is why we requested a cash bond.
All right, courtroom 2, please unmute. Mr. Hutchinson, do you plan to go visit your mom?
No.
So you understand now that you're in jail and you have to stay away from that location and from your mother and from Miss Lovett.
Yes, I do.
And what happens if you don't?
I won't have no problem with it for the simple reason that sister.
All I'm asking is what will happen if you don't comply?
I have no reason but to comply.
If you don't comply, you're back in jail with no bond.
I'm coming back. It's rougher in this jail. I don't plan on coming back.
Funny, we get that a lot. Okay. Next court date's August 14th. Thank you. Objection noted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 21. Mr. Porter.
Xavier Porter is accused of theft by taking on July 30th, 2025, case number 25CR 4358B. Mr. Porter, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors?
8 on first offender probation, possession of a Schedule 1 or 2 with intent. It's 23 SC 191509. 2025 probation, FTAs from 2018. 2021 shoplifting obstruction. Porter. I didn't see any
2021?
theft. I was thinking, I was just saying his name. I didn't see any theft. I got some battery DVs from 2013, 2 of them, convictions. But if you got theft, it's much older.
Okay. Mr. Scaraca?
Yes. Well, there's the theft by shoplifting, that case, but aside from that, I see the same. We have spoken with the victim here, Mr. Richard Mullen. He stated he does not know the defendant. He did receive his shoes back from the defendant, fortunately. He wants no contact with the defendant for him to stay away from the residence. He does not wish to attend the Zoom today, but if he changed his mind, we would ask the court sound for him. The bond is currently set at a $600 surety. State would be fine with a signature bond through pretrial services. We are asking for an anti-theft course on account of the previous theft case. No further contact with Richard Mullen. Stay away from 483 English Avenue, Northwest Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right. Theft by taking is $1,000 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No contact with Richard Mullins and stay away from 483 English Avenue. He's not allowed at that location. He's not to communicate with Mr. Mullins. And if he gets arrested again, this signature bond will be revoked. Next court date, well, he'll need to make sure he updates us with his new mailing or his current mailing address, and we'll send him notice for his next court date. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next is position 22, Mr. Richardson.
One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Antonio Richardson has got 5 misdemeanor charges against him from July 30th, 2025 incident at Marta, 25 CR 4344C. The charges are 1 count of criminal trespass, 1 count of fair evasion, and 3 counts of willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. You've been advised of your right to remain silent. Your attorney is going to be Mr. McLean. Any priors?
Richardson, 48. You got an open meth case, possession of a Schedule 1 or 2. Open case out of Panama City, Florida for disorderly conduct. 2012 burglary, theft by taking conviction. 2021 probation.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Scaraco?
Yes, Judge. That open possession of meth with intent to distribute and the possession of a Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance. That's also a MARTA case that was from March of this year. There are other felony MARTA cases within his history, though I do see that I believe they were dismissed, but cases nonetheless. And there's a prior felony obstruction conviction from '07. State is seeking a $2,000 total surety. It's currently set at 780 surety bond on the criminal trespass, and for the fair evasion, it's currently set at $600 surety, and there's a $1,000 surety for each of the willful obstructions. So this would be a reduction from that. The state's seeking $2,000 total, $250 for each criminal trespass, and each of the criminal trespass and fare evasion charges, and $500 for each of the willful obstructions for a total of 2,000. Stay away from MARTA in accordance with the current suspension. It's a 1-year suspension that was active at the time, issued March 20th of this year. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond, and that is all for the state.
All right, thank you. Mr. McLean?
Your Honor, he's 50 years old. Everything about him is local. He's born here. He's got a social security number that's local, Georgia driver's license. He's certainly all completely here as a Georgian. Your Honor, he's got an HVAC certification from Atlanta Tech, past high school. He is also a brick mason, and he asked the court to set the bond as low as possible. He's asking for the court to consider a signature bond if that is possible, but if not, a 1,000. And he does appreciate the state asking to reduce down to 2. Thank you.
Okay. This is the first time I've heard of whether a social security number is local, but
It is.
okay. All right. Criminal trespass, that's going to be a 500 surety. Fair evasion is going to be a 100 surety. And on each count of the willful obstruction, it's going to be a 300 surety for a total of 1,500 surety bond. Stay away from all MARTA property in accordance with any active suspension. Please unmute. Mr. Richardson, you've been advised of your right to remain silent, and your attorney, I'm sorry, and if you choose to say anything, your statements can and will be used against you.
Mr. Richardson, I'll get hold of that phone number. I've been trying it, but the voicemail immediately answers. So I'll let your family know about your bond amount. So there's nothing more for us to do today. The bond hearing's over. Thank you.
Your Honor, I have some issues with this MARTA thing. This thing been going.
And I don't think we can solve any MARTA issues right now. Keep it like it, Mr. Richardson. No, not in my opinion. You can't.
It's been going on. Somebody used my name. Yeah, this is why they've been dismissing all these cases. Somebody had found out and had been using my name, and I had to telling me to get a fail safe to protect myself. So every time MARTA had stopped me, they were saying that a criminal trespass or something was over me. That's why I've been having issues with the MARTA thing, because somebody had used my name. The fingerprint didn't line up and the mugshot didn't line up.
Let me see.
They did an NCIC, GCIC check here, and that revealed that that was him that had the active MARTA suspension.
But they were telling me that this happened a year ago. They didn't tell me about I had a suspension for this year. They saying it was last year that I had from the trespass to stay away from MARTA. They didn't say anything about this year. And I wasn't even arrested. I was working all the last year. I was working at Grease Monk on Howell Mill Road. I'd never been arrested by MARTA.
All right. Would you like me to keep the same bond, or would you like me to double it?
Nah, ma'am, I'm gonna leave it like that.
Sounds good. We'll see you on August 14th unless you bond out. Make sure if you didn't get the message before, I'm telling you now, do not return to any MARTA property until further order of the court.
Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, Mr. McClain. Thank you, Mr.
Thanks.
Next is
I'll call your family.
Mr. Stevens.
Mr. Stevens, okay. Darren Hakeem Stevens is accused of simple assault family violence from July 29th, 2025, case 25 CR 4347F. Mr. Stevens, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. McLean. Mr. Howell?
2022 battery DV out of Muskogee and cruelty in the third. 2022 smuggling aliens conviction. I think that was out of Texas. 2022 battery DV dead docket. That's it.
Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge. I also have there was a theft by taking conviction from 2013 wherein there were battery, family violence, and battery against a female who's pregnant charges. Those were dismissed. It was against a different woman. I will state that. The
Today, we're just going with simple assault, right?
simple assault, family violence, Judge.
Okay. And what's
So-
your bond recommendation?
The recommendation here is consistent with his other bond from 2022
Mhm.
for that case that was ultimately dead docketed, but nonetheless family violence as well. $3,500 surety for the defendant to complete FIB, have no further contact with the victim here, Miss Legenia Stevens, stay away from 3413 Chattahoochee Circle in Roswell, and have no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And we have not yet spoken with the victim, but we asked the court sound for her here.
Well, Miss Stevens, was it? It's Legina Stevens or Regina? All right, Mr. McLean?
Right, I think it is Lavinia. Your Honor, he is local, Roswell, Georgia, Chattahoochee Circle, born in Columbus, but has been in the Atlanta area for quite some time. Graduated high school. He drives locally a truck under CDL license. He's done that for over a year. He's asking the court to consider a signature bond under these circumstances.
All right. On the simple assault family violence, that's going to be a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. No further violent contact with Legenia Stevens. He may return to the Chattahoochee location. Within 30 days of being released, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program and complete all 24 classes at his expense. He'll need to adjust his work schedule so that he makes sure that he attends each class once a week and he completes those classes. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons, no firearms. So if he has a firearm in his truck, it has to be removed. And he'll be subject to random screens for alcohol and drugs.
Judge, the state would just note its objection to the no further violent contact as opposed to no further contact, given that we have not been able to speak with Miss Stevens here and his history.
Understood. But I've read the warrant and I think this is an appropriate warrant. And if she wishes to have no contact with him, she can always reach out to the victim advocate's office or obtain a protective order through family court. But in the meantime, this is what he's required to do. No violent contact with Legenia Stevens. And if she tells him to leave the home at 3413 Chattahoochee Circle in Roswell, he'll be required to do so. No questions asked. Next court date will be set to Chattahoochee Circle in Roswell. If he changes address because she's asked him to leave, he'll need to make sure that the first folks he find out his new address will be us. Thank you.
So I have 4 waivers, Judge.
All righty. And let's start with the first one. Is that
Position.
Travis Dillon?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Travis Dillon is position 8, accused of battery and simple battery from June 27, 2025, case 25 CR 4354J. There's been a waiver of his presence, and Ms. Tucker, you represented. Any prize, Mr. Howard?
26. His whole history come out of Louisiana.
Okay.
It's drugs and more drugs. He got an FS charge for ag assault. Not sure what happened. He had a 2025 arrest this year for trespass. And he's homeless.
Okay. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge. There also is there's an open ag assault and criminal trespass, damage to property. He was subsequently arrested on that here as well. And that's against the same victim, Mr. Alan Brown, striking him in the mouth with a silver bottle, causing visible cuts and bleeding, and knocking his teeth out also, from what we've learned from him. And with respect to that victim contact, he's explained that Mr. Brown, lives at the incident location. It was on this day the defendant was trying to grab something out of his hand, and he fought back, and the defendant hit him with a door stopper, causing a bruise to his head. That was, again, a metal door stopper, as you saw in the warrant. He explained that on July 28th, however, the defendant jumped on his car and knocked his teeth out, and that's that 25 PI case. He does not want any contact with the defendant, wants him to stay away from the residence. He should be on the Zoom. I see his Zoom tag there. We would ask the court sound from when appropriate, in addition to the obvious and significant risk of reoffense here with that open felony case. That 25 cycles in Louisiana show that he has no community ties here because he's been living there, it looks like, from 2008 until March of this year. The state's seeking for this. Currently, it's set at $3,000 surety on the battery. We've added a simple battery as well. State's seeking a $5,000 surety on the battery and an additional $2,000 surety on the simple battery for a $7,000 total surety. We'd ask for a 12-week anger management course. No further contact with Alan Brown. Stay away from the apartment complex at 235 Mills Street, Northwest Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if we could sound from Mr. Brown.
Alan Brown, if you want to address the court, please unmute and start your video. All right, Ms. Tucker, anything to add?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Dillon is 36 years of age. Oh,
I think.
sorry, Your Honor, one moment.
Oh, there's Mr. Brown.
He's driving. We're not going to address him. You can put him in the waiting room. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Dillon is 36 years of age. He has lived in the Atlanta area since April 27th. He does have ties to the community. He actually relocated because he is attending the Sound and Audio Engineering Institute here. He is currently a full-time student. He was residing with Mr. Brown at the incident location. So while we have no objections to a stay away, we would ask for a one-time police escort to pick up his property. He says that his clothes, as well as his ID and other paperwork, is still at the location. So we would ask that he be allowed to pick up his property. He also has no objections to no contact with Mr. Allen. We do ask for a signature bond on his behalf for Mr. Dillon.
Yeah. On the battery, it's going to be 2,000. The simple battery is 1,500. The total bond is going to be 3,500. It is a surety bond. He is in a no bond status on his felony matter 25 PI 6101. No contact with Alan Brown. I'm going to refuse the one-time visit at the present time. I don't think, I'm not certain of what the context of this situation is, whether this is a landlord-tenant or a roommate situation or what's going on.
And on that, Judge, that specifically just received word from VWA Cheney regarding the living situation. He does not live with him.
Oh, okay.
That's according to the victim. So
then no reason for him to go there. And no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. His next court date is August 14th. The next waiver case may be wrong, but I think is Mario Lewis. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Position 15, who is accused of theft by shoplifting and possession and use of a drug-related object. And incident date is July 30th of this year. Case 25 CR 4334B. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
24 probation, shoplifting conviction, theft by taking, obstruction conviction. And he has a probation hold. He got a burglary conviction and more theft conviction.
When was the burglary conviction?
2010.
2010. And the shoplifting 2024? Is that?
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. He does have a probation hold from felony court right now on a 2010 case. So there is that, as well as he currently is being held on this case on a $1,600 surety bond. $1,000 for the theft by shoplifting, $600 for the possession and use of drug-related objects. We would ask that that bond remain as set. The defendant had stolen items from Walmart at 835 MLK Junior Drive Northwest in Atlanta. specifically $83 of ground beef. We do ask that he have that stay away and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. The only thing we may ask for that's a little different is maybe to do that $600 surety bond, do that as an SOB through pretrial services. So he has to do random screens since he did have the drug pipe in his pocket, which may indicate this may be a drug related issue. That's all for the state.
Ms. Tucker? Oh, Mr. McLean, I think was it Ms. Tucker? Was that your client?
That's mine, Your Honor. Although
right.
I was muted and blocked, I was listening there.
Okay.
I just forgot to hit those buttons. Your Honor, he does realize, he and I discussed this, with the VOP, he has to go see his probation judge, and he realized that between now and SAP that he wasn't going to be getting any freedom. So he just asked the court to set a reasonable bond under these circumstances. There's a problem there, and he's going to see about it.
Okay. On the theft by shoplifting, that's going to be $100 cash bond. And the possession use of drug-related objects, that's going to be a $20 cash bond. This is a $120 cash bond. Stay away from the Walmart store at 831 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Next court date is August 14th.
And Your Honor, I have 835 MLK on the warrant.
835. What did I say?
I think 831.
Oh, 835 MLK.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Billy Lowe, positions 16. He's got a PI charge as well as a willful obstruction of law enforcement officer from July 26, 2025, case 25 CR 4254B. His presence has been waived. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
Sorry, that case is a reset, not a waiver. That's the only one.
I'm sorry. Okay, so is this a medical reset or behavior?
Behavior, same reason the other day.
Your Honor, he's been in custody since July 26th on this charge and has not come to court, not one time.
All right.
And we did ask for the social worker visit, somebody to do a waiver on him so we could get it addressed.
Mr. McLean, how should we approach Billy Lowe?
I'm going to be at the jail tomorrow morning. I'll try to see him.
Okay. Presently on Billy Lowe, the count 1 is going to be 1,000. Count 2 is going to be 300. This is going to be a $1,300 surety bond. Stay away from the incident location. And his next court date is going to be August 14th. Please let him know that when you see him tomorrow. All right, next case is going to be.
Your Honor,
sorry,
just really briefly, there can't be a stay away on this because this happened at the jail.
Oh, okay.
So if we just remove the stay away, we should be okay.
And we went in certain location of the jail, like the cafeteria.
No, because he was in medical. We would ask for no further violent contact or contact of a sexual nature with Nurse McCaster, MCCASTER.
No violent contact. With law enforcement and Nurse McCaster.
McCaster, yes.
Your Honor, for Mr. Lowe, Judge Williams actually asked that he be assigned to a conflict attorney. So he was on the conflict list for today. So Ms. McLeod or another conflict attorney would have to try to get in contact with him.
Did anyone, Miss Champion, Miss Grace, do we know anything about this? Because Miss McLeod was with us earlier in the first half.
He was here earlier, right?
Okay. All right. So we're going to appoint Maureen McLeod, and she will see him on August 14th. Thank you. And we'll need a social worker visit for this, please. All right. So Deputy, did you get that on Billy Lowe?
Yes, Judge.
All right. What about Richard Nelson? Waiver or reset?
Waiver.
All right. And he's accused of theft by taking from May 17th of this year, case 25 CR 4343G. And his attorney is Mr. McLean. Any priors?
Yeah, he got an open shoplifting obstruction. 24 CR 005-603F. On probation for trespass, loitering, prowling, obstruction. 24 CR 008-050F.
Mhm.
And he had a bench warrant and a probation hold. So
Okay. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge. We had originally sent this up for felony transfer. Given his prior convictions, this really is a recidivist theft by taking case here, but it's based on his replete history of theft cases and convictions, and more than a dozen of those are within the past decade. Recent FTAs from 2025 and 2023 as well are the basis for the state's recommendation of a $3,000 surety on this. It's currently set at $1,000. We recommend an anti-theft course, no further contact with the victim, Martin Christensen. Stay away from 5022 Old National Highway in College Park. That's the Valero gas station where the victim's property was stolen. And no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if he is online, state wishes to sound for Mr. Martin Christensen at this time. That is all.
Martin Christensen? No. All right. Mr. McLean,
Your Honor, he's 46 and being faced with the violation of probation hearing upcoming on the 24 CR 08050F. He just asked me to ask the court for the reasonable bond in this situation because he believes he'll be dealing with pretty much everything together in a few weeks.
I'm just going to keep it the same bond as the warrant is $1,000 surety. He's got a no bond on the probation violation, and he's got a $2,000 surety bond on his failure to appear in 24 CR 560, what was it, 5603?
Right. And I've been in touch with his family, so we'll keep him apprised.
Okay, thank you. Next court date is August 14th. All right. Tricia Shelton, position number 25, accused of criminal trespass, as well as possession of a drug-related object, 25 CR 4345Y. Is her presence waived, or is this a reset?
Her presence is waived, Your Honor. I met her in person today.
All right. And Mr. Howard, any priors on Miss Shelton?
yeah, hold on. She just got out.
I know.
Oh, you saw it, okay. Shelton. 10.
Okay.
You got the open trespass and all that. 2025, another trespass, 24 trespass, another 24 trespass, another one.
I know. Thank you. Mr. Scirocco, any objection to $1,000 surety bond?
No, that's fine, Judge. Just for the record, she is in violation of the open cases that she was just released on bond for.
And that's
Signature
surrendered.
bond, 3,000 total. Yeah, that was on Monday. So that's fine by us. We would ask that she stay away from either all Walmarts or the Walmart at 4735 Jonesboro Road, Union City. That seems to be the one she continues to return to. Social worker visit consistent with the Judge Morrow's bond order from Monday for it was 25 CR 00427 and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
All right, Mr. McLean, please enlighten us. What is the attraction at the Walmart in Union City?
She lives near there, Your Honor. She's 76 years old. She's quite local, and I've got her daughter's number, and she just asked for a reasonable bond, Your Honor, because she realizes that she needs to take care of a few problems, and she's trying to be very practical. She has a problem to take care of, and I'm going to talk to the family about whether they need our social services advice to see about that.
All right.
Thank you.
Should I recommend a social worker visit, not for necessarily MH issues?
Either way, Your Honor, that's fine. No objection to that. We're definitely going to do that.
$1,000 surety bond. Stay away from the Walmart at 4735 State Route 138 in Union City. Let's see if she decides to patronize another one. And her next court date is August 14th. Okay, I believe, did I miss one? No?
Your Honor, the breakdown of, Ms. Yelton Bond.
Which one?
Shelton.
Yeah, I just addressed that. $1,000 surety bond?
What's the
Oh, on
breakdown?
oh, sorry. No, I forgot about the drug-related object. On the possession use of drug-related object, that's going to be $100 signature bond through the jail. So it's going to be 1,100 split. Okay. Position 1, Adams is a $2,000 split bond, reset August 14. Position 2 is a reset to tomorrow at 2 p.m. Position 3, Baker is a $1,000 surety bond, reset to August 14th. Position 4 is a $5,000 surety bond, reset August 14th. Position 5 is a $1,500 surety bond, reset August 14th. Position 6, Butler is a 2,000 surety, August 14th. 7, Cervantes Tovar is a $3,000 surety bond, August 14th. 8, Dillon's a 3,500 surety bond, reset August 14th. 9, Fountain is a 500 surety bond, reset August 14th. It's 500, right?
Yes.
Okay. Gibbs is a 1,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 11, Hamilton is a 10,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. 12, Hutchinson is going to be a 2,500 surety bond, reset August 14th. 13, Kemp is a 3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Monique Larry is a 2,500 surety bond, reset the 14th of August. 15, Lewis is going to be a $120 cash bond only, reset August 14th. 16, Billy Lowe is a, was it a 1,300?
Yes, Your Honor. 1,000 and then 3.
1,300, yeah. 1,300 surety bond, reset, I'm so sorry. What that was yeah, that's going to be reset to August 14th. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's Maureen McLeod.
Okay, that's and we are appointing Ms. McLeod to represent Mr. Lowe. McDuffie is a 5,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Mercer is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Moore is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Nelson is a $1,000 surety, August 14th. Porter is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Richardson is a 1,500 surety bond, reset August 14th. 23, Aaron Robinson, that's a 1,500 surety bond, reset August 7th at the 11 a.m. calendar. Savis is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Shelton Patricia is a $1,100 split bond. Stevens is a 3,500 signature bond to pretrial level 2. 27 Stevens is a 3,500 split bond. Did I do a split or a surety?
Split.
Split, okay. And then Bobby Stewart's a 5,500 surety bond, reset August 14th. Last but not least, Witter, $1,000 signature bond for pretrial level 1. And Brianna White is going to be continued to tomorrow's C calendar, medical reset.
All right, number 26, what's the bond? You said 3,000 or 35?
26.
Darren Stevens.
Oh, it's a 3,500 signature bond through pretrial. 3500.
21.
Oh, 21. I'm sorry.
No, that's my next one.
So 21, Xavier Porter is a $1,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1.
All right, that's per judge because he on probation.
Right.
And number 22, what's the total bond?
22 is $1,500 surety bond. You want me to go through the break?
No. I only write the totals. I know this. Everybody else had the breakdown, but
all right.
For clarification, what was the reason for the reset for position 2, Malik Anthony? I just wanted to write that.
I got a behavior reset. He
It was the
refused to come.
behavior. He wouldn't come out.
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you.
On the plus side, he is in jail currently for a myriad of other charges, so
Okay,
he won't be going anywhere.
let's give it a shot tomorrow. All right, anything else, council? No?
Nope.
Why Udodat? Please unmute. Y-E? Udodat? Udodat? Mr. Udodat? Miss Grace, can you prompt them to unmute? Folks, we are at the end of our calendar. Everyone's ready to wrap up. Do you know how to unmute? Yeah, we go. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you Mr. Udodat?
Alan Brown.
Alan Brown.
Alan Brown. Why does that name sound familiar?
He was here on position, it was Dylan.
Dylan, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Position 8, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Brown, with regards to Mr. Dillon, he received a $3,500 surety bond. His next court date is August 14th at 9 a.m., and that will be also a virtual proceeding. And he's required to have no contact with you and to stay away from 235 Mill Street in Atlanta, Georgia. He's not allowed any visits at that location.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you have any other questions, please reach out to the Victim Advocate's Office for the solicitor's office.
Ma'am, I don't want him to have no bond.
Yes, we all want certain things, but that's his bond. Anything else? All right. We'll see you on the 14th. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, everyone. Enjoy your Friday and rest up tomorrow because we will have an interesting calendar, I'm sure.
And I don't know. I heard rain, so.
Well, they fight at home, so it don't matter.
All right. Well, okay, if that's the marker prediction, let's see.
And you should have told that lady the difference between intoxication and drinking, because I don't think she knew it was the same thing. I'm just saying.
All right. Mr. Howard, we look forward to your seminar on the difference between intoxication and drinking. And Mr. McLean, what's your doggy's name? You need to unmute. Oh, she's adorable.
Blue, she's the best dog ever.
Oh, Cocker Spaniel?
She's a mix of various things. She's
Okay.
beautiful.
She's gorgeous. All right. Okay, everyone. Have a great Friday. Be careful out there. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow,
Thanks.
Mr. McLean.
Hey, see you then.